stop following me.
My gun.
Some for you. And the rest for you, okay?
Gee, thanks, mister.
You're welcome. You guys have a good time now, all right?
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
I'm glad I caught you.
What's up?
We have to talk.
Just what I came here for.
You do?
Yep. How soon can you be ready to go to a party with me?
You mean at your father's place?
Uh-huh. Come on, you're not backing out, are you? Well, how about it?
Cheryl, you guys going somewhere?
I was just talking to Scott.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of tables over there that need clearing.
I'll be there in a second, okay?
Okay, how about the party?
Forget it. I'll never be able to go to any party.
Please don't touch me, Reginald.
Do you know where I was last night?
No.
I was at the McKinnon house.
Why, Mary?
I cannot tell you what I felt as I walked in through that door. I walked into this big, wonderful old kitchen. And it was my kitchen. It was where I cooked for my family. And it's exactly the way I left it. And I couldn't remember it. And I looked at my daughters. And I couldn't remember them.
Please don't do this to yourself.
And I felt so empty. I had this big, hollow, empty place inside that should have been full of wonderful memories.
The accident did that.
But you knew. How could you take me away from everything that mattered to me in my life?
I only did what I knew you wanted, what we'd planned. The accident just made it less painful for you.
Let me tell you about painful. I sat in this old rocker in this kitchen, and the girls told me that I rocked all of my babies there. And there was this quilt on it. And they told me that I made that quilt. And it was made out of hundreds of little pieces of fabric from my old dresses and from Vince's shirts and from their little clothes. And I held it in my hand. And I was holding my whole history. And it was all laid out in these little mismatched pieces of fabric with these tiny, perfect little stitches.
Why do you have to torture yourself like this?
I may not remember, but I know that there was love in that house. And I was a part of it, and I do not understand how I could even have thought of just throwing it away.
You're trying to make yourself into some unfeeling monster.
Well, aren't I?
No. You were the kindest, most gentle soul that ever was.
I walked out on 4 little children who needed me, who depended on me. How could I do that to my babies?
We have to talk. Okay?
Can't. They're watching.
Okay, meet me by the phone, all right? Would you just do it, please? Turn your back to me and make out like you're doing something at the tables. Look, I really want to take you to that party.
There's no way, Scott. I had a big blow-up with MJ the other night because you drove me home.
Well, the McKinnons aren't even going to be there. They'll never
I
know.
know, but it would kill Pops if he found out.
Okay, well, we don't have to stay long.
Pops has been real depressed lately. He doesn't talk to anyone, he doesn't eat anything, and he just stays up in his room all by himself.
Sure, I'd really like to do something about that, but
I know, Scott.
do you still want to go to the party?
More than anything. This is hopeless.
No, wait. I'll figure something out, okay? But I think our luck just changed.
What are you up to?
No tricks, just a little treat.
Trick or treat.
Where is it, Mitch?
You know, you're just in time to help me carve a jack-o'-lantern for Matthew.
I want my gun.
Or are you talking about your gun for your costume, that gun?
What are you talking about?
You know, I went by the costume store, but I don't know, they were out.
Is this a joke?
I guess there was a big rush on Western costumes this time of year.
Yes. I guess I'll have to go with an empty holster, huh?
Look, why don't you help me with this pumpkin?
Sure.
I'll get a knife.
Come on, Donna. Get into the spirit of things. This is going to be fun.
I don't feel like fun.
Don't you remember how much we used to love Halloween when we were kids?
That was a long time ago.
Remember the time we we grew our own pumpkins? We picked out the fattest and the juiciest one. We brought it home, carved them all out. Had some cider and donuts.
Seems like a million years ago.
I could use some help with this one.
Hello, Donna.
Hi.
Hello, Michael. Getting ready to crash the party. Maybe?
How about it, Donna?
What could you come as, I wonder? Oh, I know. You could come dressed as the stable boy.
No, Peter, I had thought of something else.
What, I wonder?
Well, Peter, telling you who would be behind my mask would spoil half the fun. Besides, a guy can learn a lot just hanging around, right?
Possibly. Or he could have his head handed to him.
This part of Another World is brought to you by mountain-grown Folgers crystals. Rich, delicious Folgers crystals in regular and decaffeinated.
I've asked Father O'Connor to come back here.
I wish you'd talk to me first.
This time I'm going to listen to every word he has to say, if it means that my dislike turns into self-hatred.
Now, you listen to me, Mary McKinnon. I have lived with you and loved you for 17 years, and there is nothing to hate in you.
I've done a terrible thing, Reginald. One of these days, you're going to have to admit that.
You loved totally and unconditionally. Now, what happened was not your fault, and you cannot go on feeling guilty about it.
I am guilty.
No, you're not. If anyone has to take some guilt, let it be me. But everything I did out of love.
That doesn't make it right.
Mary, you are the only truly good human being I have ever known. It was you who taught me how to love, Mary.
Oh, Reginald.
Please, please, don't destroy that love. It's all we have.
If we have any right to love, nothing's going to destroy it.
We won't let anything destroy it.
I have to go now. Father O'Connor's going to be here soon.
Dad, what's wrong?
It's over. It's all over. She's going to see the priest again. Tell her everything.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
What do you mean?
Father O'Connor's only human, isn't he?
Mary McKinnon is a strong woman. She's got plenty of courage. She's not about to cut herself off from the truth.
I wonder if she's ready to hear it now.
Mama will be fine.
Father, you have a phone call over here. You can take it at the bar.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me, please.
Cheryl, there's people over here could use some coffee.
Okay. Sure.
Yes, this is Father O'Connor.
Oh, thank heavens I reached you, Father.
What's the trouble?
It's my dad, Paul Campbell.
Well, the name doesn't seem to ring a bell.
He's a former parishioner.
I see. Well, what can I do for your father?
He needs to see a priest, and he mentioned your name. He's very sick. Please, you've got to come, Father.
Well, of course I'll come. I have an appointment in a few minutes, but I should be there about 8 o'clock.
No, you've got to come before that. You see, he's dying. I'm afraid he may lose consciousness. The doctors don't expect him to last the night.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, just a moment. Oh, Kathleen. Kathleen. I've got an emergency call I've got to make. Will you tell your mother I'll be delayed?
Yes, I'll call her.
Mr. Campbell.
Will you come, Father?
I'm on my way. Just tell me where.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. It's the Lansing Hospital, Chicago.
Chicago?
Yes, 8th floor. Hurry. Father O'Connor has been diverted.
But for how long? We're just postponing the inevitable.
What do you think of my costume?
Dressing in character, I see.
I mean, I should have been a monster.
What makes you think you're not?
Whoa! Monster attack. Easy now. Easy now.
Happy Halloween.
I'd have never known.
Yeah, you weren't scared.
Scared. You know, you ought to put that thing back on there. It makes you look more distinguished. Brittany, tell him how scared you were.
Oh, look at my hand.
Come on, have a seat. Let's put a face on this dude.
What about your Halloween costume? Can I see it?
Brittany, can I help you with something?
No. I'm just fine.
What are you looking for?
My keys. I left my car keys. I'm always doing that.
So can I see your Halloween costume?
Costume first? Okay. The beginnings.
Neat. What goes with it?
I do, actually.
Wow. What is it anyway?
Matthew, I'm a parrot, of course. And come on, I mean, what self-respecting pirate would ever be caught dead without his fine feathered friend?
Let's make it quick, Scott, okay? I got about 1 million family problems waiting for me back inside there.
Yeah, and I don't want to be another one, okay?
What's wrong?
My dad's throwing a Halloween party, right?
Yeah, so?
So, I want to ask Cheryl. But MJ keeps reading her the riot act. I want to know if you can help us out.
Oh, I'd like to, Scott. You know I would, but with everybody so worried about Vince.
You won't even have to know, Cass.
What if he found out? Look, the guy can't handle any more pressure. If he knew that Cheryl was at the Love Mansion, it would lay him out for sure. I'm sorry.
Okay. I know Cheryl said it would be hopeless.
I really do wish I could help you. Just chalk it up to bad timing, that's all.
Sure.
Besides, I'm sure you and Cheryl don't have the right costumes.
And what would be the right costumes?
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. I am sorry.
Yeah. Sure.
Scott? I guess Cass can't help us, can he?
Said it was bad timing.
Oh.
Maybe he's right.
You think so?
Don't you?
Well,
What's on your mind?
I want to go to the party with you tonight.
What about Vince, though?
Well, the doctor just gave him a sleeping pill. So, you know, he should be sleeping like a baby all night. As long as he doesn't find out, I think it'll be okay.
Look, I don't want to pressure you into anything.
You're not. I want to.
I don't know, Cheryl.
Scott, I would never be disloyal to Pops. It's just that I have a mother now, and I think that she'd want me to be there.
You know, she probably would like to have you there.
Yeah. So it's settled.
Yeah, but what about MJ, though?
MJ thinks that she's the only one who cares about Pops. Well, she's not. I care, too, and I never do anything to hurt her.
But she might not see it that way, though, right?
Just because she's my big sister doesn't mean she has to run my
I
life.
just don't want you to get in any trouble, that's all.
I'm not doing anything wrong. Look, I just don't want to hurt Pops, and I don't want to hurt Mama. At least you'll have one McKinnon there tonight.
You know, it's just a stupid party anyways, really.
I don't care about the party.
You don't?
Not really.
Yeah, I think you're taking a really big risk by doing this.
Maybe. I have to.
How come?
Because the only reason why I'm going
Yeah?
is to be with you.
Whoa. She wants to be with me. All right.
Well, this will be okay now for the night, I think.
Probably be the first decent night's sleep he's had since this whole thing started.
I'm more worried about Mary now.
There's no telling what she'll do once she finds out.
That's just it. We have to have some kind of a plan. Well, once Mary finds out that Reggie baby has been lying through his teeth, she's not going to want to stay at the Love Mansion anymore.
Where's she gonna go?
I'll take care of that. First, we got to get her away from Reggie. Well. If it isn't the Blue Knights.
Always a pleasure to see you, too.
Why, thank you.
Cass, wasn't that it?
That's it, yes.
They need to see you down at headquarters.
Why? I just got off duty.
Something about that bus down at the Pig Whistle.
Why? It's all done.
Well, I guess Vice doesn't think so. Come on. Hey, look, it's no big deal. It's probably just some paperwork or so.
I hope you're right.
I'll take you down. Come on.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Don't worry. I've got everything under control. As you were.
Well, you're just a little Mr. Take Charge.
No, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? Cass Winthrop, bon vivant, liver of life in the fast lane, sort of hanging out here in a neighborhood bar and grill.
Ah, so you found your true nature. You love to slum it, huh?
And he's crazy about a wacko redhead named Kathleen McKinnon.
I resemble that remark.
The kicker is, you want to know what the kicker is? The kicker is, he's also in love with this person's wacko and totally off the wall, and yes, definitely obstreperous family.
I wouldn't say definitely obstreperous,
Hey,
exactly.
You are all hard-headed to a person.
You love it.
Yes, I do. I really do. To the McKinnons. Long may they wave. Hey, I guess I'm a McKinnon now, too.
You better believe it.
I'm a McKinnon, and I'm proud of it.
I love you.
I love you. I've said that before. Somehow the words just don't begin to say what's truly in my heart. They're so inadequate to describe what I feel about you. I know you feel the same way. You have to. You're not the kind of woman who can share a man's bed and every breath of his life for all those years without loving him. You can't turn your love on and off. You're not that kind of a woman. And I'm not that kind of man. If I'm wrong, if you don't love me, I won't hold you. You can walk right out that door and never have to lay eyes on me again. Can you do that, Mary? Can you walk out that door?
Stay tuned for the next part of Another World. Now, the next part of Another World.
Richard, please. I can't take this pressure.
Can't you see that whatever happened in the past doesn't matter anymore?
But you can't just erase a person's history.
What about all our years together? All the joy, all the love we had together. Can you erase that? No, because they were real.
But I can't turn my back on my past.
Well, we have a past, and it's real. 17 years we've loved each other. Oh, don't throw that away.
You're not going to change my mind. I am going to find out what the truth really is.
Mary, please, listen to me. All these years, you've trusted me. I have never done anything to hurt you. What makes you think I have now?
I think the facts rather speak for themselves.
I never acted out of self-interest. I did what you wanted, what I knew in my heart you wanted.
How could you possibly know what I wanted?
Because you were always honest with your feelings. You said what was in your heart. I knew you wanted to be with me as badly as I wanted to be with you.
But how could I just abandon my children like that?
You didn't. We had it all arranged.
What do you mean?
I was going to bring them to you. And then the accident happened and everything changed.
You still could have brought them.
By then it wouldn't have mattered. You wouldn't have known who they were. Mary, they would have been miserable and unhappy. They never would have stayed. You would have been like a stranger to them. Can't you see that?
A stranger is what I am.
Not to me. Mary, please, I beg you. I am the same man who held you every night. So close I could hear your heartbeat. I'm the man who watched you come back to life after I thought I'd lost you forever. I can't lose you again. I wouldn't know how to live.
I don't know what to say.
Hold me, please. One more time, Mary. Oh, Mary. I've felt so alone.
Father O'Connor is here to see you, Mrs. McKinnon. So you really think you can be a pirate, huh?
Think so. I thought I looked good.
Me too, considering.
Considering what?
Well, Captain Hook, you ain't.
Gotta be mean.
Right.
Mean?
Like how mean, matey?
Real mean.
Well, how about this mean? Huh?
Hey, come on, put me down. I'm supposed to be a monster.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Hey, Brittany, can I help you with your keys?
No, thank you.
Maybe you left them in the car.
No, I didn't. Can I help you? No, they gotta be around here somewhere. You know, I do have to get back to that party, though, before it starts. How can you leave if you don't have your keys? I don't believe it. Oh. Here they are. They're in my purse the whole time. Well, I guess we'll see you later. Yeah, we will.
I'll walk you down.
Just like that, you gotta be kidding me. Listen, I'll be fine, really. Don't worry. Is there something wrong with Brittany?
Maybe it's the moon.
You know, I better be leaving for my own party.
You need a lift?
Mom should be waiting for me downstairs.
You know, she didn't have to stay in the car all this time.
Well, she said she wanted to.
Don't forget this.
Okay, thanks a lot. Have a nice time at your party.
And don't you scare the pants off of anybody, all right?
Come on, you weren't scared at all.
Scared? I was terrified.
See you. Have
Get
fun, honey. Well, we certainly make a colorful pair, don't we?
Is that what we are? A pair?
That is not what I meant.
It's teasing.
You know, I thought about what you said before.
What's that?
That as a widow lady, I was very vulnerable.
And what did you say?
Well, I miss saying a lot. And I do get lonely, especially at night. But, my friend, you are perfectly safe with this widow lady.
I never doubted.
In fact, that's one of the reasons that I hang out with you, because I know that there can never be those kinds of feelings between us, ever.
So then we're safe. Together.
Absolutely.
Well, good. Then there's only one other thing.
What's that?
You're a parrot, right?
Right.
Want a cracker?
You even say that.
Hello, Catlin.
Hi, Donna.
Don't you look handsome?
So do you. You look great.
Thank you very much. My, hello. Isn't that original?
Just keep the heat turned up, okay?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Well, come in and enjoy yourselves. Bit chilly in here.
If you catch pneumonia, you can kiss your weekly retainer goodbye.
You're the one that wanted to dress up.
Up was the operative word, Sarah.
Who are you supposed to be?
Shakespeare's Iago. In Othello, a man who arranged matters to his own tastes. Cunning, complex, manipulative, yet in the end honest to a fault.
Michael?
Couldn't fool you, huh?
What are you doing here?
Hey, stay cool. My old buddy George Patton. I never lost a war, and I always get the girl.
Michael, you have to go.
You know, I want to tell you about my old buddy George Patton. He's kind of a guy after my own heart.
Michael.
You know, he always did things his way. I mean, even when the brass just threatened him, right? He stuck to his guns and he won, just like I'm gonna win.
Michael.
You got that? Good. Oh, my word. What do you think you're doing?
I'm having a few laughs, I hope.
Look, just cut the stuff and put some clothes on.
What do you think, Biff?
Hey, I want you to cover up. I'm your father, and you're gonna wear clothes.
I didn't think there'd be dancing.
Would you like to?
What?
Dance. Lady Juliet, would you be so kind as to dance with me?
Well, since you put it that way, Romeo.
Did you mean what you said before?
What?
Wanting to come to the party to be with me?
Yeah.
And is Juliet happy?
Uh-huh. Is Romeo?
Did they have clad nines in the 16th century?
You can leave now, Father. You're no longer needed here.
I'll be happy to go, Mr. Love. When Mary tells me to.
Can't you see she's in no condition to talk to you?
Reginald, it's all right. I asked the father to come over here. I've been waiting for him.
Mary, I thought we resolved everything.
I still have to know the truth.
Our love is the only truth that matters. If you believe that, please ask him to leave.
Why don't you want me to talk to him?
I don't want you to be upset again.
Or are you just afraid that maybe I've told him something about you? can't turn my emotions on at all. I love you. And I will probably always love you, no matter what.
Please.
But I still have to know what the truth is. And if you do understand me, you will know that. I'd like to be alone with Father O'Connor now.
I'll wait outside.
I didn't expect you this early. Kathleen called me and said that you had to give someone the last rites.
Yes. But I called the hospital in Chicago first.
Oh, did the man die?
No. He never existed.
What?
Earlier this evening, I had a rather peculiar call to visit a former parishioner in the Lansing Hospital. And I couldn't place the name. So I called the hospital and asked to speak to the man. He wasn't there. Never registered.
That's very strange.
I think someone wanted to keep me from coming to see you.
Reginald.
I can only guess, of course.
He's pretty desperate. He would rather we were not having this talk. Doesn't matter. You will tell me everything, won't you?
As you wish, Mary.
Well, the first thing I'd like to know is, did I ever plan to get my children back?
Would you get that worried look off your face?
I'm trying.
Look, what's to sweat, huh? Why don't you just relax a little bit? Vince is okay for a change. For today, anyway. And Cheryl's out of trouble. So just relax. There's nothing to worry about. And it's Halloween, remember? Don't you let your hair down a little
All right,
bit.
all right, okay. You're right. I'll tell you what. After I talk to this woman they brought in, I'll let you buy me dinner.
Oh, is that so? Well, you know, I just happen to know a very nice, very cozy little restaurant here in town.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Food's excellent. The wine is superb. It's very intimate. You know, as a matter of fact, so intimate that they only have one table for 2 people.
Your place?
Best feed in town.
I don't know, it gets kind of hot in your place.
Bring a fan. Yeah, Val, what is it?
Guy from the public defender's office is here, named Zach Edwards.
All right.
Bring him in, will you? Miss Edwards? Thanks a lot.
Zach, hi. I heard you deserted the parole board to hang up your shingle.
Sad but true.
Zach just opened his own law office.
Hey, it's terrific. Adam Corey.
Zach Edwards.
Nice to meet you.
So, how's business?
Slow, as in delayed motion.
Don't worry, it'll pick up soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, at least the public defender's office keep me pretty busy. Yeah.
You're here to see that girl we picked up on the prostitution rap, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the one, Letty Johnson.
Letty Johnson.
Yeah. So when can I see her? MJ.
They're bringing her up now. Come on, let's go. Are you okay? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Wonderful.
You too, you look good.
So glad you came.
Yeah, sure.
No, I really am.
Well, Kaplan, I commend your imagination. From cowboy to semi-nude gladiator.
Stop it, Peter.
Charming fellow. Have you finished making a spectacle of yourself?
Leave me alone.
Why? You can't seem to leave Catlin alone. Even though he struck up a rather interesting friendship with our very own Nanny. Make quite a handsome couple, don't they?
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
So, how do you like it so far?
What?
Living in the Love's Mansion.
I thought you were getting us some punch. Oh, this was for you?
I'll get you another one, Cheryl.
No, forget it, Scott. I can help myself.
I said I'll get it. All right?
So, what's McKinnon doing on the enemy camp?
My mother happens to live here.
Here you go.
I'm not thirsty.
What'd you say to her, Vicky?
Nothing.
You know, you look smashing.
Thank you.
You wearing a chastity belt underneath that?
I wish you would go.
No, come on, we're a great couple. I mean, a little odd maybe, but we're a great couple.
Dad, what is it? The priest did not stay put. He's here.
I'll take care of it.
No, it's too late. It's all over. Let the festivities begin.
There must be something more interesting for you to stare at than Catelyn Ewing.
I told you to leave me alone.
For instance, you could stare at your own surprise down at the stables. Your very own horse.
Why would you buy me anything?
Oh, I didn't. It's from Dad. The horse is a bit untrained, they say.
Then I think you should ride him.
And what if there were an unfortunate accident? Ah, widowhood. That is what you aspire to, isn't it?
Like I said, the only place you belong is 6 feet under.
I don't really need to see this woman right now. I'll talk to her later. Okay, Zach?
It'll take twice as long, MJ. I'll have to come back. She's here now. Let's do it.
Wait a minute. Zach Edwards. Wait a minute. 20 years ago, did you just go out to the Corey estate? You fell in a creek one time.
How did you know that?
Because you pulled me in with you. And I ended up pulling in my cousin Jamie.
And I pulled the both of you out when you got stuck in the mud.
Well, I'll be.
I was wondering when you were going to make the connection.
How you been? We'll have to go out for a beer sometime. Talk about old times. How about it?
Sounds good.
All right. Where are you going?
Oh, I just need to make a few phone calls. I'll just go right down the hall. I'll be right back.
MJ McKinnon, is that really you? MJ! What are you, blind? Brittany couldn't take her eyes off
You're
me.
imagining the whole thing.
Oh, see that girl? That girl?
Will you cut it out? I'm not in love with Brittany, okay?
Well, her, not me.
I'm worried about her. That's it. End of story. You got it?
Aye, boss.
Would you, just say that again, Father, please?
I know this must be difficult for you. But you did love Reginald very deeply, with great passion. But of course, you loved your children too. Far too much to ever think of leaving them.
And that's what I told you in my last confession. That I wouldn't leave them.
You couldn't, Mary. We talked about it at great length. You were working it out. On the day of the accident, you told me you were going to see Reginald on his yacht. You were going to tell him it was all over, that you were going back to your children and to Vince.
I didn't leave them. I didn't abandon them. I didn't. I never told him. Maybe before the accident I didn't have time to tell Reginald that I wouldn't go with him.
Yes, you did, Mary. You telephoned me from the yacht after you gave him the news.
What did I say?
You told me that Reginald was furious when you told him the affair was over. That he said he'd rather die than let you go back to Vince. You said you'd broken his heart.
He knew.
Reginald Love knew everything I did. Absolutely everything.
You knew. You knew.